Welcome to RCAM. I am your host, Ryan, and thank you for tuning in today. Today we are going to be talking about Trump's um, no tax on tips plan and why I think it's lame and unfair. Not to say that I'm against tips, I'm not, or against tips not being taxed. I'm down with that, but I still don't like it. So I'll explain. I'll explain. I have good reason. We'll also be talking about OnlyFans Degenerate Lily Phillips and her parents' reaction to her profession and some more stuff. So, and we'll do some gaming. So we'll conclude the news stuff, the commentary stuff with some gameplay. So yeah, fun stuff today. Fun stuff. And I am coming at you live now from TikTok. What? We're on TikTok now. This is cool. This is cool. I am streaming right now from Rumble, direct RTMP studio to TikTok as well. So, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Kick, we're on TikTok, we're everywhere. And that is pretty freaking cool. So I am stoked to be here, and I appreciate all the support. And I am grateful that I can do this. I'm very stoked, and I'm stoked for Rumble giving me the absolute freedom to say and do what I want. Although I will have to hold my punches a little bit for TikTok. You guys just aren't ready. You aren't ready. You aren't ready. Or at least TikTok isn't ready. I know some of you don't follow me on TikTok already, but TikTok itself is just not ready for full blown truth. But I think the beautiful thing about uh, speaking truth is that you can be a little subversive while doing it. So my plan with TikTok, and I will make no apologies for it, is to be subversive. um, so to say what I want, say the truth, and do it in a way that will not get me banned, but will also not stop me from saying what I actually think about certain things. So anyway, I appreciate those of you tuning in on TikTok and on Rumble and everywhere. I appreciate you guys. I even appreciate the spam bots on Kick. I appreciate you guys. It never failed. You know who will never let me down? Kick bots. Every day, I will know that I have 0 viewers because I will be getting spammed with a bot saying, "Tired of streaming to 0? Let's change that." Without fail. So, anyway, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. So this show is kind of cobbled together today. So I'm not gonna front. But I'm okay with that too because I'm still kind of working out the kinks here on the TikTok. Um, so we'll get that figured out, sorted out, so that I can have a better prepped show. But I do thank all of you guys for tuning in on TikTok and all my Rumble supporters. So let's just get into it. So we are going to talk about no tax on tips. Yes, no tax on tips. So this is from the White House. No tax on tips. Thanks to President Trump's one big, beautiful, bloated bill, thousands of Americans qualify for a new tax deduction. Check out the list below. So here we go. You see the little thing. Oh, and you can keep the tip 100%. Sweet. So here's who qualifies for no tax on the tips: transportation and delivery, parking and valet attendants, taxi and rideshare drivers and chauffeurs, shuttle drivers, good and delivery people, personal vehicle and equipment cleaners, private and charter bus drivers, water taxi operators, and charter boat workers. Wow. Everybody's able to get in on the no tax on tips action. Home movers. So just when you thought your Uber Eats delivery drivers couldn't be more insufferable. Well, now they're incentivized to be even more more obnoxious for their tips. So now in every avenue of life, you're just going to have people fleecing you from tips. Which, by the way, if you know who also qualifies for this, social media influencers. So don't forget to tip your influencer, me. You can tip me. It's okay. I'll permit it. I'll permit it for for delivering you guys high quality premium services. I work hard. All right. This is a hard work being a streamer. I gotta get on camera and talk every day. And I don't know about you guys, but that's hard work. All right. It's hard work talking and looking this good on camera. That's difficult. But I have to muster up the strength to do it every single day. And of course that deserves no taxes. All right. So there's more though. It's not just that recreation and instruction, golf caddies, self enrichment teachers. Yes, that's what I am. I am a self enrichment teacher. So I'm all about enriching your life. I'm all about the self enrichment. Some would call me a motivational guru. Recreational and tour pilots, tour guides, and escorts, travel guides, sports and recreation instructors. It'll also cover personal appearance and wellness, skincare specialists, massage therapists, barbers, hairdressers, hairstylists, cosmetologists, shampooers. Yes, the shampooing your dirty hair. I do think that deserves a tip. Manicurists, pedicurists, eyebrow threading and waxing technicians, makeup artists, exercise trainers and group fitness instructors, tattoo artists and piercers, tailors and and leather workers and repairs. Oh my. All right. No tax on tips for personal services, personal care and service workers, private event planners, private event and portrait for photographers, private event videographers, event officiants, pet takers, tutors, nannies, and babysitters. Oh my. Man, everyone's getting tips these days. No tax on home services, home maintenance and repair workers, home landscaping and grounds. Whoa. All right. All right, let's just be real here. Landscapers make all right. What the most money I ever made in my life was actually as a landscaper. So the fact that they're able to now get like no tax on their tips is kind of crazy. Because you know what I would be doing? I'd be like, um, yes, I know this job is ordinarily, you know, $800, but you want to know what? I'm going to charge you $200 and you just go ahead and leave me a nice $600 tip. And that'd be great. Thank you very much. Just a $600 tip, no big deal. My work was that great. So just $600 tip and we'll be good. So I hope it's becoming easy to identify how this is going to be abused because it is going to be abused. No tax on tips on hospitality and guest services, baggage and porters and bellhops, concierges, hotel and motel and resort desk clerks, maids and house cleaners. No tax on beverage and food services, bartenders, waitstaff, food servers, non-restaurant dining room attendants, bartenders, chefs and cooks. Chefs and cooks make a lot of money. Okay. Fast food and counter workers, dishwashers, host staff, restaurant lounges, coffee shops, bakers. No tax on entertainment events, gambling. You know who needs a break on taxes? Gambling dealers. Those casinos need breaks on taxes. Come on, they can't. They can't be paying taxes. They are hard at work fleecing people for their money. So we need to give them tax breaks too. Gambling and sportsbook writers and runners, dancers, musicians, singers, disc jockeys, entertainers and performers, digital content creators. Oh, that's me. Oh, what? I'm a digital content creator. So no tax for me now. No tax on my tips. So don't forget to tip your influencer. Usher, lobby attendants, and ticket takers, locker room, coat room attendants, dressing room attendants. Holy smokes. So, yeah, Trump has just made basically large swaths of society be eligible for no tax on their income. And I say income and not tips because what is tips? It's your income. It's part of your income. All right, listen, I don't want to sound salty here, right? I'm not, like good for them, but also this is ridiculous. All right, this is ridiculous, guys. It is ridiculous that these people are exempt from getting tax on their tips, which is part of their income, and every other worker isn't. All right. Listen, I directly, and I'm going to be upfront, I directly benefit from no tax on tips. Like, if anybody should be happy about it, it should be me. All right. My wife, as we speak right now, is wrapping up her job as a waitress. And some days, my wife makes more money than I do. So I know like there are certain restaurants where they don't make a lot of money, but there are a lot of restaurants where you can make dang good money. All right. And that's why they agree to take less of a wage because they know they're going to get paid well in tips. So it's not fair for them to be exempt from paying tax on their tips when they're also getting paid really well. They are. Am I the only one that thinks this is crazy? Like, am I alone? Because I just feel like this is wildly unfair. I do. I feel like it's unfair. Um, they should also pay. And like, why should a a garbage man have to pay tax on his income, but your Uber Eats driver doesn't have to? Are you telling me that the Uber Eats driver works harder than the garbage man? All right, I don't think so. Are you telling me that the person who takes turns their iPad around for me, tipping them to serve me my latte, is more deserving of a tip than, let's say, like, a lineman? Are you telling me that social media influencers are more deserving of tips and more deserving on a break on their taxable income than, let's say, oil rig workers or nurses or people who are actually in like the mental health field or teachers? Like, come on. Like, I'm all for no tax on income, period. Period. It needs to end for all income. All income needs to not be taxed. Ban the income tax. But what I don't like are half measures. Either ban the income tax completely, totally, or nothing. All right, because it's not fair. It isn't. It isn't fair. It isn't fair because there are lots of people that do a lot of hard work, and just because they happen to take a job that doesn't have tips as an option, they're getting punished for it. Nonsense. Do you, Bartavello, hey, what's going on, man? Do you think this is the first step toward removing all tax? If it is, then I'm down with it. If it is, then good on Trump. Or if it isn't, then it's bullcrap, and it really isn't fair. That's my stance on it. It does seem like they're like it can be partial, and also this just fuels the epidemic that I've been complaining about for a long time. All right, this these people fleecing you for tips everywhere you go. You're going to the grocery store. You're checking out your own groceries. They want tips. All right, they serve you a coffee. All they do is pour the coffee in the container and hand it to you, and I have to tip them. What? What? Get out of here. I'm not doing that. Or people where you order takeout, all right? You order takeout, you go to pick up the takeout, and they hand you your food, and then they want you to tip them. I'm not tipping you for handing me my food. Get out of here with that nonsense. So now everybody is going to be asking for tips. And you want to know what the first thing I want to do right now is? I want to change my my job description to blank 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 influencer, so that and then have my employer pay me primarily in tips. That's what I want to do. And that's what a lot of people are going to do. They're going to do stuff like this. Oh, hey, Tyler, thank you for the rose, man. I appreciate it. Oh, Tyler. Hey, dude, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing real well, dude. But it is nonsense. It is nonsense that we have to do this. All right? Like I'm not discounting, listen, I'm not discounting the fact that we have, waitresses doing hard work. I'm glad you remember me. Yeah, dude, of course I remember you, man. Uh, of course. Um, I'm not discounting the fact that waitresses and waiters they take less of but they agree to that, okay? And they do make good money. They do make good money. I said at the beginning of this, my wife makes more money than I do some days. Yeah, the machine starts off at 15%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 15% default. And then you have these people that are acting entitled to like 20% for throwing a bag of food at you. And they want to no. No, sorry. No, I'm not tipping you for doing that. I'm not tipping you for doing your job. It's really annoying. It is really annoying. I don't like it. I don't like tip culture in general. It aggravates me. I make exceptions for certain industries like waiters and waitresses because they get paid less. But I still think their income should be taxable if everybody else's income is being taxable. Okay, that's my stance. I think the logic follows. And I think we should do this. I think it should be fair. So just ban the income tax. We all hate it. We all hate it. We were throwing tea overboard into the water for taxes for less taxes, and now our income's being taxes. I don't like the idea of the government getting my money before I do. Crap is criminal. It is criminal, and I should be able to hold on to my money. So I hope this is something that is ultimately leading to banning like the income tax completely. That is my hope, Bartovello. I hope that. I hope that. I pray that that would be a dream come true. Trump did allude to it. He did mention that that was an idea that he was floating around. Well, now we know that the tariffs work, so we're making money from the tariffs. That's good. That's great. I like it. Let's do it. Now let's get rid of the income tax. Let's just let people keep their own money, and let's stop tipping culture for good. Let's just kill it, stab it, so we don't have people begging for tips for doing essentially nothing. All right, that is my 2 cents. That I think that is also common sense, not sense, but sense. I freaking love TikTok, man. I'm so glad I'm able to stream to it now. I love TikTok, except that TikTok doesn't let me say exactly what I want to say. Like, TikTok would be great if it weren't for all the censorship crap. Like, if I could actually say what I really think, TikTok would be the greatest, the best. It'd be awesome. But it's not. So, anyway, that's my thoughts on no tax on tips. I don't like it. I don't like it. Unless it's leading toward abolishing the income tax altogether. The appeals court stated that the tariffs are illegal. Who are these judges? They're activists. They're activists. Anything Trump does that they don't like is illegal. That's what it comes down to. Oh, they're deporting illegals? Illegals? That's illegal. What? Come on. My 2 cents on tips. Oh, I was basically saying, yeah, I don't have the rewind feature because I don't want it slowing down here on Rumble. But basically, I was saying that I don't think it's fair, essentially, for these 70 different groups to not be taxed on tips and for everybody else to be taxed on tips. Like that just seems wildly unfair to me. So, I mean, look at all this. Come on. Golf caddies, self-enrichment teachers, What? You mean the self-help gurus don't have to pay tax on their tips, but I have to pay tax on my income that I work hard for all freaking day? All right. And then retail workers don't get tips. They're not even allowed to get tips, and they make like slave wages. All right. Retail workers are some of the most underpaid people in America, and they're not their income gets taxed. But yet we have these self-enrichment gurus and tour pilots that don't have to pay tax on their tips. And all this is going to do is it's just going to incentivize people begging for tips. You're going to just see people holding out their jars, tips, please, please give me some tips. Oh crap, I almost spilled that on my computer. Tips, please, please, I need some tips. And influencers already suck, guys. Like, listen, I know I'm like, oh no. Hold on. You guys can still hear me, but my camera died. No. All right, hold on a second. Hold on, technical foul. All right, where is it? Hold on. I'm still here. I'm going to get my camera back up in 1 second. So just listen to the sound of my voice. My silky smooth radio voice. I will be doing some ASMR soon. All right, we are almost up and going. All right, I think we are almost good. Hold on a second. I gotta refresh my camera. Dang, that sucked. All right, we're good. We're in business. This is why I always have like a spare battery on hand, just in case something like that happens. And we are good to go. Well, we can disagree on TikTok and incremental tax reductions, but we agree on many important things. So, NBD. That's okay, man. Hey, Bean Money. Oh, wait. Whoa. Back up. I gotta back up and read what Bean Money wrote. He's the finance guy. We need to merge talk with Rumble. I missed your 2 cents on tips. Go back. Deporting illegals is illegal, and the IRS replace it with the ERS. Yes, and the Fed replace with the Treasury. It's incremental, has to start, build, and snowball. See the bigger picture. Today isn't the end of history. It's the beginning. Agreed. Need a cam medic. Well, we can disagree on... Okay. Yeah, okay. I feel you, dude. I get it. And if it's an incremental thing, I will eat my humble pie, and I can accept that. I'm down with that. But if it's not incremental and it's just like a blanket, just these industries are exempt and everybody else has to pay, I'll be pissed off. So this is one of those things, though, that we just got to kind of let it cook and see what happens. But we do need to put the pressure on. We need to put the pressure on so that they do end up banning tax on income tax in general. I will clip farm on TikTok. I will also be upset if we stop at just no tax on these sacred cows. Yes, I agree, man. We need to make sure that this gets extended to everybody, because I would like everybody to not have to pay taxes on their own money, because it's freaking crazy. I don't even know how we ever accepted it. How did we ever accept this? How do we ever accept the fact that we don't have we have to pay taxes on our own money? It's crazy to me. So, and then this is what's wild to me. So they take your money out automatically, all right? They take it out. It goes to them, and then they pay it back to you at the end of the year. When like I could have been collecting interest on that. Like I could have been investing that. I don't like it. I really don't like it. They need to ban income tax. My bonuses get taxed almost 50%. Yeah, that's bullcrap too. So the harder you work, you pay more for it. Yes, slow, sneaky deception by the banker daddies versus slow v sneaky. Yeah, it's it. I don't like it. And pay a fleet of people to do it through Byzantine networks and processes. I don't know what those are, man. I'll be real. You're the finance guy. I'm gonna trust what B Money says. He's right. I'm just gonna say you're right, B Money. I am going to defer to your expertise, but I don't like this. I don't like this unless it's going to be extended to everybody. So that's my 2 cents on that nonsense because it's not good. But here's the little Chris Pavlovsky, Rumble CEO, did share this little thing. So, digital content creators produce and publish digital platform, original entertainment, or personality driven content such as live stream, short form videos, or podcasts. Oh my God, I do all three of those. What? Come on. Come on. All right, guys. Like, just don't be surprised if I'm out here holding up my jar once it's empty for tips, okay? All right. No, my tax-free tips. Okay. Tyler sent me a rose, so I'm going to take that as a tip. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Overcomplicated crap. Yep. EYP did make billions on the complicated tax rules, and so does Intuit, Quicken, TurboTax, HR Block. I won't judge your jar, man. Don't judge my jar, man. It's multi-purpose now because now I'll just fill it with tips. I'll drink it and then fill it with tips. And you'll tip me for the hard work that I do of just screaming into the microphone and spurging out. It's hard work. It's hard work spurging out, right? It's not easy. You gotta channel your inner rage and just let it out.
This is not the United States.
All right. So speaking of money, we'll talk about we'll cover some Jubilee clips because all the overtime money you earn basically gets taxed all the way. Yeah. I remember the first time I realized like taxes were like a thing because I learned young. All right. I was working since the time I was 14 years old. All right. I worked at a farm home. What? All right. B Money just sent me $2. Okay. 2 clean tax dollars for the jar. I don't have to pay money on it now. What up? Thank you, B Money. Thank you for like that live demonstration. Very good. Very good. All right. So we have Patrick Bet David on Jubilee versing 20 anti-capitalist. So he did this Sunday, and this is I'll play for you the preview, and then we'll play some of these clips. And when you watch this preview, like I just want to apologize in advance for exposing you to some of the dumbest people on the internet. Did the no tax on tips start today? That's what it seems like. I'll have to get a fact check on that, but that's what it seems like. So anyway, viewer discretion advised. What you may watch may cause a brain aneurysm. Okay, so I'm sorry. Don't stroke out at me while watching this.
This is not the United States of Patrick Bet David. This is the United States of America.
Would you take money from a capitalist to help you go see specialists?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
But would you also be open?
That girl that he's debating, that is like, if you said, paint me a picture of a leftist, it's her. That's her. This is in my mind what I see when I see leftism. That face right there, that is leftism. Kids, this is your brain on leftism. This is it. Yes, today, not start, but applies to today. Retroactive January 1st. Wow. Wait, it's retroactive to January? Yes. I mean, see, I'm torn, man. I'm torn with the tips thing because, like, knowing that I don't have to pay any tips on the money my wife earned as a server does fill me with joy. But then the fair and decent side of me is like, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. Tax is the fourth corner of C paying that. Ugh, God, my dogs. Just cope with them. I'm gonna mute, play this, and hopefully they'll drown out.
Yeah, sure, why not?
But would you also be open to seeing somebody else I choose as a
This is not the United States of Patrick but David. This is the United States of America.
Would you take money from a capitalist to help you go see a specialist?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
But would you also be open to seeing somebody else I choose as a psychologist that may...
No.
You're not.
No.
When you're offering people here jobs, right? You're saying that they would have to pay you money to get that. So in reality, you're trying to convince them to pay you money to be part of your
claims
company.
of defaming. Be very careful defaming when you don't know the fact. My first claim is incentive is the engine of capitalism. Remove it and the system fails. My next claim is capitalism has lifted more people out of poverty than any other system. My next claim is if all the money in the world were divided equally, it would return to the same pockets within 5 years. My final claim is the US is more socialist than capitalist today. If you hate the system, you're anti-socialist. I'm Patrick Bet-David. I'm an entrepreneur and founder of PBD Podcast. Today, I'm surrounded by 20 anti-capitalists.
All right, so that's the preview. And I gotta say this. I want to lead with this, okay? If you're a socialist and you're watching this, I mean every word of it, all right? I just want you to know that. I mean every word, okay? Most socialists don't actually hate the rich, all right? They don't. They don't hate them. They don't hate them. They hate that they're not rich. That's what they hate, okay? Because if they had the same, if you were to transfer Patrick Bet-David's wealth to a socialist, they would be more callous and more cruel and more disconnected to the needs of your average person than somebody like Patrick Bet-David or really any other billionaire. They would immediately do everything in their power, including unaliving people, to hold on to their wealth. Because they don't actually hate the rich, they hate that they're not rich. There's your lesson today, boys and girls. Socialists don't actually hate the rich, they hate that they're not rich. And they also are not generous. They are generous with your money. They're generous with your money. But if it keeps their own money, they're not going to be quite as generous. They're not going to be quite as compassionate and caring. B Money says they hate themselves for the bad life choices, not making appropriate sacrifices, having foresight, and choosing wise trade-offs. Yeah, they do, because they're lazy and stupid. They are not smart people. And you will be painfully reminded of that as we play through some of these clips. But I do know, and you want to know how, all right, here's an easy litmus test so that you know how generous you would be as a wealthy person, right? So if you see like billionaires and you're like, if I had $1 billion, I would cure cancer and I would dig wells in Africa and I would save the world. All right, if you really believe that, you would be generous with your wealth or with a little bit of money that you have right now, okay? Because generosity is an issue of the heart. Generosity is something that comes from the heart. Okay? That doesn't change if the wealth of all the billionaires in the world gets transferred to you. You don't magically become a better person just because you get more money, all right? You know, the Bible says, show me where, show me let me think of the verse. Where their treasure is, the heart is also. It's something like that. I'm butchering that verse, but basically, the measure that you give is how you'll be measured. And if you are generous with nothing, then you'll be generous when you have more. But most of these socialists, they don't even give with the little bit of money they do have. They don't. That's the truth. All right, they are greedy. They are greedy little piggies. That's why Animal Farm is such a powerful book because it shows what would actually happen if they did get power. They would use it to enrich themselves. Let's see. Most socialists I know cheat on taxes. Effing hilarious. I pay mine to a T, over 100K in taxes, and that's just income. Do socialists have a bad case of envy? Yep, one of the 7 deadly sins. Yep, 2 Corinthians 8. Yeah, it is. It is. They do envy it. They want your money. And then they make this argument too that Jesus was a socialist. Oh, that argument, man, is so dumb, okay? So tell me where in the Bible where Jesus says to take the money of your neighbor by force and give it to everybody around you. No, Jesus never says that. Jesus wants us to be radical in our personal giving. All right. He wants us to be personally investing in the lives of the other people, personally charitable. He doesn't want us to use the government as a mechanism to take money from other people by force and redistribute it to other people who do not work. He doesn't want that. I'm sorry. So, Jesus was not a socialist. He called for a radical type of giving. He called for individual charity. He called for us to give out of our own pockets, you know. And then you had the woman that they're collecting the offering, and she gave like 1 denarii or something like that, and she gave everything that she had, and she gave more than all the other Pharisees because she gave in her lack. All right, that is the true testament to where your heart is, your heart condition. And socialists just don't have that because they don't want to give their own money. They want to take yours. All right? They do. And I've seen socialism kind of practice on a microcosm. It doesn't change, you know, like a lot of people say like scarcity. And we'll play some of these clips. Let me play some of them. We'll tackle some of the arguments. All right. Here is the crazy looking lib one. All right, let's play this.
All of you here can't stand the phrase MAGA, Donald Trump, any of that stuff. Is that a fair assessment? Fair. Okay.
Yeah, so what's your point?
So think about it this way. So maybe you're right that the Democratic Party that's been earning your vote for a long time wants to keep you there because they'll have your vote for the rest of your life.
They have never earned my vote.
Who did you vote for in 2024?
In 24, I voted for the socialist candidate.
Who was that?
Claudia de la Cruz, I believe.
Who did you vote for in 2020?
I was actually not able to vote. I was in a hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
sorry
because of results of capitalism.
Tell me more.
Yeah, so I didn't have access to
Don't you hate it when capitalism puts you in the hospital? It sucks.
proper health care or even access to a proper job that would sustain me as a disabled person.
Are you comfortable being specific on what happened?
I will agree that she probably is disabled because liberalism is a mental illness.
You don't have to if you're not comfortable
I'm
with it.
also mentally ill, so that was something I had to deal with. But I'm mainly mentally ill because I am disabled in a capitalist country.
Tell me more about mentally ill. Who qualified you as somebody that's mentally ill?
Me and my doctor team.
Who convinced you that you're mentally ill?
Me and my doctor team.
What's the specific category of mental illness? Is there one? You know why I asked this question? Let me explain to you why I asked this question.
So I don't even like the psychological industry. I don't really stand for like Sigmund Freudian politics or anything like that. So if you're going to debate the ethics of psychology.
I'm not. Where I'm going with this is going back to the same thing with if the money were to divide it equally, it'll end up being worked out within 5 years. My trouble is, in many cases, somebody you and I look up to will say something to us that we choose to believe for the rest of our lives. Unfortunately, it could be something where you have ADHD, you're mentally ill, you're poor, you're this, you're that, and we get to choose to buy into that or not. And if you do...
So you're saying I'm not mentally ill or I'm not disabled?
I'm not saying you are or you're not. I would challenge it to go a little bit deeper to see if there's anything you can do about it.
So you're asking me about my health. You're asking me about my disability.
I'm not. I will say we are in a market where, stay with me here, there is a market where there's... B
Money writes, parable of the 10 virgins, give us oil, ours right now, no dum-dums. You failed to plan. Why should we all suffer? Yeah, that's right. At this gas station, or not this gas station, this car repair shop next door to where I used to work, there was a sign that was in the back, and it was really powerful to me. All right, and to my buddy that I work with, it said, "Improper planning does not constitute an emergency on our part." So it's like you have these people, their car breaks down because they didn't do basic things and plan and schedule and do all these things. Their car breaks down, then they treat it as an emergency when there were like 10 different things that they could have done beforehand to prevent that emergency. And that always like sat with me. Because yeah, we do not plan, we do not do what we need to do, and then we make it seem like it's an emergency, and then we expect other people to show up and do something about it. And yeah, B Money writes, some plan and therefore less likely to fail. But why are you so mean? It's your fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, and it's like accountability. Learn accountability. You are accountable for your own actions. All right. I built my life, and I'm not saying I'm like ultra wealthy or anything like that, but I built a pretty nice life for myself through hard work. I worked hard to have everything that I have, all right? Nothing was handed to me. Everything I had to work for, everything I had to grind for. To get the job that I have now in IT, I had to study my butt off to do it. All right? It wasn't handed to me. I had to work hard to make it happen. I had to plan. We had to pray, and we had to do a whole bunch of things in order to get this life that I have. Because like my parents, my family, we didn't grow up wealthy. My family was so poor. Get this, guys, right? My family was so poor that when I was like 5 years old, uh, we were so poor that we were on the roadkill list. Do you know what the roadkill list is? That means that if somebody hits a deer, that's your dinner. That's how poor I was, okay? So that puts into perspective to you. It's a beautiful thing that through hard work, my mom and my dad managed to get their way out of debt for the most part, and build a life for me and my brothers that was beyond what they had, and that me and my brothers worked hard, and my sisters worked hard and built upon that. All right, we worked hard, and what they passed down to us was hard work and perseverance, and that's how I got what I have today. But it wasn't handed to me. B Money says, we either win or we learn. And some people don't win very often and are constantly learning for not the same things over and over again. Yeah. And that's foolishness. All right. So a lot of people think too, and here's another little nugget of wisdom. All right. So some people think that you have to make mistakes to learn from them. No, that's stupid. Okay. You don't have to make mistakes to learn from them. You need to apply wisdom. Wisdom gives you the foresight of the mistake without having to experience the negative consequences of it. It's pretty profound when you really think about it. I don't need to stick my hand in fire to know I'm going to get burned. Okay. I'm not dumb. I don't need to learn that mistake. I learned from what other people have done. I learned from the collective wisdom of mankind that's shared with me. And I learned from God's word. Oh, I don't have it on my, oh, it's in the wrong spot. I learned from God's word, and then I apply this to my life, the principles in it, and my life, you know what, works. It gets better because I don't feel the need to have to make mistakes to learn from them. I'll just search out wisdom. All right, let's play the rest of this.
You have issues to take the medication because they're making money.
Yeah, but I
and
don't
I'm
have
not
access to the medication. I don't have access to even a result or a solution to my disability as someone with a connective tissue disorder. It's genetic.
Have you been able to go to different doctors and get yourself tested? And
Yeah.
See? You have?
Yes.
And in California?
Yes, but not
And
enough.
who
I
paid
can't
for it?
find a specialist.
You can't find a
I
specialist?
can't find a specialist
Is there
for who
anyone
I
in your
am.
life that's
I
willing to
can't
pay
find
for a
anyone.
specialist?
Well, they could, or they would if they had money.
Anybody in
But
your
Yeah.
Would you be okay if I pay for a specialist for you to go see?
Yeah.
Would you take money from a capitalist to help you go see specialist?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
I'm going to have you go see two. Do you live in California?
Yeah.
I'm going to have you go see 2 specialists. But would you also be open to seeing somebody else I choose as a psychologist that may...
No.
You're not.
No.
So you
choose as a psychologist. You're choosing who gets to determine what my mental health looks like. No.
Okay, then I wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah, so I think...
Wow. He just offered to help her with this disease or affliction she had, just under one condition, that he chooses a psychologist, and she rejected it. Foolery. Abject foolery. It's just stupid. Oh, man. It doesn't get better from here, guys, though. This one I actually think is like the least intelligent of them all. Amazing. And some people, amazingly hilarious retardation.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Grace?
Yes, Grace.
Good to meet you.
Hi. I want to say that I think it's...
You think that's bad, B Money? I don't know if you've seen this clip yet, but this one is worse. This one is way worse. The lesson I learn often is you can't help people that truly don't want it. Yeah, no. Truer words never spoken, my friend.
pretty comical that an elite such as yourself has the goal to tell us average Americans who's in poverty and who's not. A lot of times,
I was an average American.
You're not
I was
anymore.
a guy that was in poverty.
You're not anymore.
And you can also
you're
change.
So you can no longer relate to an average American just because you've climbed your way out of poverty. I'll remember that if I ever, well, I'm not in poverty, but if I ever become ultra wealthy, I'll remember that you catch amnesia the moment that happens.
You can also change.
Anyways,
Do you believe
you're
you
talking
can change?
down. A lot of times that the market for poverty is actually very low. So a lot of times like $2 a day is the line for how they measure poverty.
$2.15, yeah.
And that's ridiculous. So if I make $5 a day, I'm not in poverty.
But that's because it's around
I can
the world,
actually
not
live.
in
I can
America.
pay the rent.
Sure.
I have a single tip that will make you and many others a lot of money, but people laugh because they know more than me, of course. I don't laugh, bro. I'm all for your tips. I told people to buy BTC in 2012, Tesla in 2013. Yeah, I wish I knew you then. Nvidia in 2017. Palantir, PLTR in 2021. Yeah, they didn't listen, man. I get it. And I have my next one right now. Ooh, I'm gonna write it. B Money, I'm gonna write it down, bro. This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just reading the comments. That's all I'm doing. I'm just reading the comments. Just a grown man reading the comments. So no wishes for time machines required. I'm like waiting, B Money. I'm waiting, B Money. I'm ready. I have my pen out. You're gonna laugh just like they always do. I'm not gonna laugh. Maybe they'll laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. Listen, you tip me $2, bro. GME. Okay. That's GameStop, right? GameStop stock, correct? Interesting. I'm curious to know your thoughts. I'm going to play the video, but I'll be watching chat.
Talking about this country, right? We're not talking about around the world. I've noticed that you like to do that. You like to like skirt from America and talk about other countries
I've been
to try to make it look like we're better, but we're actually getting
America's the greatest
worse.
country in the world.
Anyways, it's the greatest country.
Hands
We're at
down, it's not
we
even
are at the
close.
highest that we've ever been with homelessness since we started collecting
Why is
data.
that? Are you from
Because
California?
we haven't had a
Are
pay
you
raise
from
since
California?
2009.
Do you live
Our
here?
minimum wage nationally is $7.25.
Okay.
And you wonder why we have the highest poverty rate. You think that capitalism's winning? Can you survive? Would you like to live off $7.25
I used
an
to
hour?
work for $4.25 at Haagen-Dazs.
Right.
Then I
and that
went
was
and
a
worked
very
at
different time.
Burger.
When I started working, I made $6.25 an hour. That is what I made when I started.
for $475.
And how much do you make now?
Then I make millions today. Then
right,
I worked
and that's
at
why
Bob's
you like
Big
capitalism, because we're not all making
but
that.
But
and
the
that's
difference
my point.
is, but
a
the difference
millionaire is
between
critiquing the people in poverty
the
and saying
difference, my
you should
hope,
work harder. You should work. You know, you can be me. We can't all be you.
My hope is that you believe you can change and improve. That you believe you can upgrade yourself. That's my belief.
You know what? That's what rich people like you want to keep telling us.
But
you can be just like me. Do you want to be like me? If you work hard enough,
I'm not
you can
saying
be like
that.
me. It's not very realistic.
It's actually you wouldn't be able to be like me because
You're
you wouldn't work that hard.
Like
would you work that hard?
You don't. I'm not going to tell you. I don't have to answer that.
If you don't choose
have to measure my I don't have to measure my work ethic to be worthy.
You don't have to. Then you can't be upset for others to do so. You can't be upset
for people who
I'm going to say something a little scandalous here. We are supposed to work, all right? Working is actually good for the human soul. Now, maybe, in jobs you don't like, you don't feel that way, but it is. It is good for the human soul to work. All right? There is something about laying your hand to the plow and working that is fulfilling in itself. This is why I do believe that God even set the example for us. He spent the first 6 days cooking, and on the seventh day he rested. He worked, he labored, and that's also what he entrusted to us before fall. He entrusted Adam to take care of the land, to work. Then only after the fall did work become like really labor intensive. But I still think there is fruit in it. There is a benefit to the human soul from creating stuff with your hands, from doing work. B-Money writes, Ryan Cohen is following Warren Buffett's exact path with Berkshire. It used to be a rug company. One day, decades from now, we'll laugh about how GME was a video game pawn retailer. Cigar butt investment like Buffett's mentor Ben Graham transformed the core business while building a holding company. Ask Grok if Ryan Cohen amended the bylaws of GameStop to allow him to buy any asset, and then ask if that's what Warren Buffett did with the textile MFG. That's interesting, dude. That is interesting. I will ask those questions. I'm taking your word for it, but I'll definitely ask too. That's interesting. Taking note.
No, because they work harder than you.
Capitalism, because
but go back to the homelessness.
You have to work so hard.
Do you live in the state of California?
I do.
Okay, you said homelessness.
Yes.
What do you think about your Governor Newsom? What do you think about him?
I don't like him. I'm a progressive. He doesn't do enough for the people.
Do you know when he
takes corporate money.
Fantastic.
He takes money from people like
when
you.
He was,
he's not
I've never given him money. But do you know when he first became a governor,
surprise, but
I would never give him money. But when he became a governor first, from then till today, he's raised the amount of homelessness in this state by 36,000 people.
Okay, I don't like the guy, but he's not at fault for homelessness. People like you are, billionaires like you are the
gave
problem.
him $24 billion. Taxpayers
I believe it.
gave
I don't
him
like
$24 billion, and he didn't do nothing with it.
Also, just a side note: throwing money at homelessness doesn't actually solve the problem. By the way. And you want to know how I know that? I know that from firsthand experience. I worked in supported housing in New York for 3 years. All right. I was first started out as a housing specialist, then became a case manager, and then was coordinating the entire program. So I understand what's involved. I was responsible for filling over 100 different units with people who were either homeless or suffered from serious mental illness. And many of those people, despite getting subsidized housing, despite getting their utilities covered, despite their rent only being 30% of their total monthly income, no matter what they made, despite getting shuttles to ShopRite, despite all the help and support they got, even including mental health services, having access to a case manager, still squandered that opportunity, still destroyed their apartments, still didn't pay their rent, still exploited the system to their own benefit. It didn't change the core nature of their behavior, because most people that are homeless because they want to be homeless. They want to be homeless. Yep, giving money doesn't help at all. Give skills or advice or opportunities, motivation, and take away the freebies. Give them cold, hard truths and pain of having nothing. That's a hell of a motivator. Yeah. One of the people that was getting subsidized housing, you want to know what I saw him doing? freaking crazy. He was in the corner of ShopRite begging for money. And I know this guy was getting subsidized rent. I know what his rent was, and I know exactly how much money he was getting per month because I handled all that. And he should not have been begging for money, I'll tell you that. What was he doing? He was pissing away his money on drugs. And yes, he was offered mental health services. Yes, he was offered rehab. He was offered everything under the sun. He refused because that's the life he chose to live, you know? So I've seen this stuff happen before. I've seen people take advantage of these systems and then cry victim when they're facing eviction. And then we want to say that throwing money solves the homeless crisis. It absolutely 100% does not.
Vote him out.
You vote him out. You have him. It's not that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to defend Newsom.
You can
but
go.
You're not much different than him. That's all I'm saying. You're in the same class.
But you're sitting here blaming a person who's changed their lives for the better. And it's their fault. My dad was.
This is not the United States of Patrick Bet-David.
Do you know
this is the United States of America.
I know, and I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be here.
But are you willing to pay more taxes so that other people don't suffer? Are you willing to pay more taxes so other people don't suffer?
I am so grateful to be here.
I see you're skirting the question. You're not willing.
My dad was a cashier in Inglewood at a 99-cent store. We had nothing. No, I don't tell you that's great. We had nothing.
Well,
I'm the guy that had I'm the guy that had a
propaganda that you guys
what you don't
be like
but what you don't want to hear is that because it's the truth. Can I ask you a question?
Like you.
When's the last time you read a business book? When's the last time you read a self-help book?
I don't need to answer that.
When's the last time you read a self-help?
I wrote a self-help book. I'm a writer. I'm a creative.
Tell me what self-help book you read.
I'm not.
Give me
I don't
one.
Need to.
Give me one you read. Are you willing to take one recommendation?
No.
You're not.
Not for
Then
me.
I can't help you.
That's okay. I don't need your help. I didn't come here for your help. I came here to debate you. Good.
Awesome.
She doesn't want to listen. She wants to cry and complain and whine and not make any life choices, even when he's actually offering her to give her a book to read to help her improve her life. Fools, man. Objective foolery. Here's another one. The smartest people in the room have been buying GME for 3 months now. Ring Tech Medallion Fund, the Jim Simmons, Robert Merck bar brainchild, they just upped their stake in GME by 50%. Implied volatility was at records low as they bought. Oh, dang, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking into it, bro. I think that's on, like, my watch list, too, of things to buy. Let me see. Oh, dang! Holy smokes! I've not really been paying attention, but yeah, it is making moves. And you said this is like a long-term thing. Okay. Switch to consoles, greatest selling console of all time. Amazon ran out. GameStop had exclusive restock. You want to know also something that that GameStop does that I didn't know that I was kind of impressed by? They actually grade cards, which I was not aware of. They will grade pretty much any card you want. They send it into PSA for you, and it's actually fairly inexpensive. Holy smokes, dude. Good for you, B-Money. All right, anyway, I digress. Let's play this one.
I think the issue is the framing of incentive here. Incentive doesn't disappear in a socialist or a communist society. It just changes and evolves. So we see in capitalism, the incentive is obviously monetary gain, maybe even collecting capital itself. Through land ownership. In a communist or a socialist country, you would see incentive would just evolve into, I know it's a vague term, but the common good. You have an incentive to do your chores around your house because you don't want to live in a filthy house, right? That makes sense. It doesn't have to be just monetary.
So you don't think monetary...
I feel like these people seriously underestimate, like, the human condition. They think that, like, if there's no incentives, that everybody's magically going to want to do what's best for the common good. But that's just not human nature. Like, evil still exists with or without financial incentives. It still exists. There are other forms of evil, and that's why envy, is a sin. That's why covetousness is a sin, because there are these other sorts of evils out there, and lying and stealing and cheating and murder, all the 10 commandments, because there's other things that we do that are just evil. It's, removing incentive alone doesn't change that.
Incentive drives people, or you're saying people should be excited to do their job, whether they're getting incentivized for it or not. That's what you're saying.
People will be incentivized to do.
Give me a case study. Give me a case study of that worked. Give me one case study.
We don't even need to look at case studies. We can just look at charity work.
Well, why don't we actually look at a case study? You got two countries, North Korea, South Korea. One is communism, and one is capitalism.
Yes.
North Korea's GDP last year was 23.
They are the epitome of the Dunning-Kruger effect. They know better. This guy is evil and dumb. That's not as enlightened. Even though he worked, he worked his way up and earned all of his money. No, they know better than he. They would manage his money. They would be benevolent, truly benevolent people doing everything they can for the common good. When I guarantee you, as I said before, they probably have never helped anybody out in a single day in their life. They've never given money, even when it hurt. And I'm willing to bet David has.
$1 billion.
Are we judging countries' values based off GDP
that's
and not
because
what
that's
they
a
value
job.
for
Freedom of speech. You can't,
humans
if you lived in North Korea, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing right now. You wouldn't have a voice. In South Korea, I'm going to give you stats. In South Korea, their GDP is $1.7 trillion.
South Korea is also owned by like 5 companies in total in the entire
70
country.
times better
You
than
think
North
that's something to
Korea.
live by? If you aren't employed by the top 5 countries, you are practically unemployed in these countries.
Do you like to be free?
I'm not going to be free in a country like South Korea where I'm only employed
in
5 companies or no job. Do you like to be free to call somebody
out like me? Do you like to be free where you can have a strong opinion? Do you like to be free to have your dreams?
I like to be free, but that's why I'm anti-capitalist.
Well, maybe you ought to move to North Korea or Cuba or Venezuela.
Removes that choice. There is no real incentive of capitalism because the incentive is survival. When you get into communism, the incentive is for the common good.
I love that. I got an offer for you before we move on. If I were to give you your $2,350, which is the cost to renunciate your citizenship, and I paid you your first class, flight to whatever communist country, and $20,000 to spend the money,
communist country.
Would you give up your citizenship to go to that country? Whichever communist country you want to go to.
Yeah,
Cuba, we can give you Venezuela, we give you North Korea, any one of those you want to go to. Choose any one of them, I'll give you one-way ticket, and I'll fund it for you if you want
to. She wouldn't go. There's no way in hell she would go to any of these countries, because she knows the U.S. is the best. She knows it. I know it. Trump knows it. We all know it. Less choices in Marxism. Yeah, far less choices in Marxism. Tragedy of the commons, just a common shite pile of people doing nothing, asking for everything. That's always devolves into real gov corp fascism. Yeah. And the ironic thing is, when they seize the power, they become the fascists. They become the people that they're warning us about, because that is actually who they are. Because they don't actually care about the common good. They care about seizing wealth and power for themselves. That's what they want. And they'll hold on to that power by any means necessary. Until then, they will cry about it and whine about it and detest the evils of capitalism while they use their iPhones and benefit from a society and a culture that was built because of capitalism. Communism is fascism masquerading as altruism. That is good. That's a good quote, B Money. That is good, man. Yeah, you're exactly right. Okay, switching gears a little bit. I just wanted to take a moment to celebrate the union of Chloe Grace Moretz and Kate Harrison, because this is totally a marriage. This is totally a marriage. It's not real marriage. Marriage is definitionally between one man and one woman. Hopefully, I don't get banned on TikTok for saying that. I almost want to do like a countdown timer, like how many days until I get banned on TikTok for saying basic things, but yeah, which is really unfortunate because I actually like her as an actress. I think some of the internet bullies pushed her in this direction because she got made fun of for having long legs, and that's why. So you saw her in Kick-Ass, and then she like disappeared for mad long, and it's because she got like body dysmorphia because people made fun of her long legs, and now she's lesbian. Very interesting. So I do want to blame the internet for this one. It's kind of your fault. You made fun of her, and she was a pretty girl, or she is a pretty girl, and actually a good actress. But unfortunately, this is not a real marriage. All right. Next story. So I've covered Lily Phillips, and unfortunately, so I have a filter on my Twitter to ban Lily Phillips' name because I really don't like being exposed to her at all. I just don't want to see anything from her. I don't want to see her name. I don't want to see her face. I don't want to see anything because I just think she's a net negative on society as a whole and a poison to our culture. But I do want to highlight a video that I saw of this interview they did with her, an interview done of her where her parents expressed their displeasure over her career choice. Now, for those of you who do not know who Lily Phillips is, good. I'm sorry that you will find out who she is if you continue watching this. But she is the OnlyFans model who is known for sleeping with like 1,000 men. Like, so her and what is it, that chick Bonnie Blue were competing in the Ho Olympics to see who could be the most degenerate. And Lily Phillips is definitely up there. So this is a video that's making the rounds on X. And I'm going to play this while I go get my lovely wife. So 1 minute.
You're messing in our marriage a little bit because I happen to compete to this, but he has.
Oh, really? Oh, but that's interesting.
I would like to get her point over, but obviously she wants to use the way the royals work, and they just don't comment on things as such, and it goes away.
I understand both approaches. Can you talk me through when you first learned this is what's happening?
We've known for years that she'd done OnlyFans, but I can honestly say I thought it was just posing in swimwear and lingerie. I thought that was it. I really did.
And because when she announced that she was doing OnlyFans, we stood back because we want to continue our relationship with our daughter, and we were pretty open with it. You know, it's what she does. But then when it took the next step, we were like, no, we didn't like that.
No, not at all. If there's anything that we could do that would change their profession, we'd do it overnight.
Yeah, we'd do anything to stop her doing the extreme stuff.
Yeah, it is the degradingness of it, and it's just making sure also that she's safe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, what have we done anything wrong with our upbringing? But
don't think so.
We've had, well, as far as I'm concerned, they've had nothing but nice times and love.
Let me just play the second half of this.
Because when she announced that she was doing OnlyFans, we stood back because we want to continue our relationship with our daughter, and we were pretty open with it. You know, it's what she does. But then when it took the next step, we were like, no, we didn't like that.
No, not at all. If there's anything that we could do that would change their profession, we'd do it overnight.
Yeah, we'd do anything to stop her doing the extreme stuff.
Yeah, it is the degradingness of it. And it's just making sure also that she's safe.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, what have we done anything wrong with our upbringing? But
Don't think so.
We've had, well, as far as I'm concerned, they've had nothing but nice times and love.
Very sad. Very sad, because she grew up in a home where it seemed like her parents cared about her, but their first mistake, the first thing they messed up was letting her do it at all. Being supportive of her, just what they thought was taking photos. Like, taking your clothes off for strangers for any reason is prostitution. It just is, you know? When people are paying you in exchange for sexually explicit photo, that is a form of prostitution. So they should have never even gave her an inch. So that, they voiced that they very clearly didn't like it, and anything they could do, they would do to stop her from doing the extreme stuff. But I'll be honest with you, the extreme stuff started with her taking her clothes off for money. That is as extreme as it gets. Plain and simple. And it is a horrible thing to do. It's absolutely god awful. And no parent should support that at all whatsoever. Hey, also did just notice that I got some reposts on Rumble, so shout out to B Money and Gamer Grill and Ron Burgundy. I appreciate you guys very much for sharing the stream out. But yeah, it's really sad because they recognize that what she's doing is degrading, and it is. Prostitution is a degrading act. Plain and simple. It just is. And if we lived in a sane society, we would not allow this type of thing to continue. We just flat out wouldn't. All right. Man, I think there were a couple of things I wanted to get into, but I think I'll save that for another stream. Maybe I'll do some of these tomorrow, because I want to get some games in. So we'll do some games, do some video games, and then we'll do some more stuff tomorrow. I think that's the plan, because it's getting late, and I promised some rivals, so that's what we're gonna do. Play rivals for a little bit, and then we will get into this. Okay, let's see here. Anyway, yeah, I feel bad for her parents. It's pretty awful. Pretty dang awful. All right, I'm waiting for this thing to start up, and then we will. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Bingo. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Oh, I gotta fix my camera. Hold on a second. And let's get some audio. Bingo. Sweet. There we go. I gotta say, I love how well this stream is going. To be honest with you, it's pretty dope. All right. Great content. Thanks for showing the Patrick Blid David show, and commenting was fun. Yeah, thank you for tuning in too, B Money. I appreciate you, man. You rock. MVP, bro. MVP on Rumble tonight, and we got Tyler MVP on the TikTok. The TikTok. I'm just gonna talk about TikTok like I'm a boomer. The TikTok. Sweet. Okie doke. All right. Now I gotta make sure I pull this stuff up. I gotta say, not a bad show for a last minute, like doing something last minute, because this was all last minute. I did not plan for any of this. Didn't know you were a gamer. Who's your favorite character on Rivals? Ooh. My favorite. I like the Human Torch a lot. Although he gets, you know, I'm not super good with him. Probably my favorite is Penny, because I'm nasty with Penny. I'm really good with Penny, so I usually play Penny.
I hope I make him proud.
I also like Squirrel Girl. Who else do I play that I like? Penny, Squirrel Girl. I'm okay with a Rocket. I've been playing Scarlet Witch a little bit more. I've been enjoying her. I'm not super well-rounded with characters right now. Like, I have like my characters that I just comfort play all the time, and Penny is definitely one of those characters. So.
My dad built Spider for himself, but I feel like I was born to pilot.
And this is actually, I think, a good map for me to play Penny on. Penny is very situational too. Like there are just certain maps where I simply cannot play her on. But this is not one of them, because I can definitely trip them up. Ooh, sorry about that. No, I was not fast enough. No.
3, 2, 1. I'm counting on you, friends. Mine's in place. Oh, how can I focus in class when there's a humongous crack in the sky?
Dang it. I'm not that good, man. My brother is really good. Now, where I'm a mid player, he's nasty. He's like the top part of like the top 200 rockets in the world, I think. Whoa, no, get out of here. All right, see, that's me not being good. I will say Penny is not a good solo tank. I'm gonna stay her and see if we start really struggling. I'll switch to like the Hulk or someone. I've been playing the Hulk a little bit more too. I like him.
I'm counting on you, friends. Mine's in place.
Yikes.
So much better.
Dang. Alright, I'm switching. Mercy. Alright, let's see how we do here. Where is the heal? Man, I'm just complaining and whining.
Better already. Banner's back.
I gotta say, I like my Hulk skin. He's pretty cool. Bartavella, do you play video games? Are you a gamer? I don't know. Ooh, you know what?
Still got an edge. Protect.
Dang.
There's still a chance to stop them. Need some help.
Woo.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, great. Great. I'm dead.
I was worried. Better stop that vehicle.
Let's see. Jeez. Woo. You know what? I might switch back to Penny now that we have what's his name out here. I'll stay Hulk for right now. Not these games. Would love to one day. Looks like a lot of fun. Maybe very addictive. It is a lot of fun. I don't really get like I'm not obsessive with video games, but I do like playing them. Honestly, because I like the gaming. Honestly, I like the gaming. The gaming community on Rumble is actually what made me start playing video games more. Just because it's something I've always done to just unwind. You know, like an hour here and there. Which is why most of my game streams are only like an hour or two. This one's probably gonna be like only an hour. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, we're doing good. We're holding them back. Doing better than I thought we would. That's for sure. Ooh. Oh, dang. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Here's where Penny comes in handy, actually. I might be able to leverage her over here if they don't push too far. Because now I have another tank. So I just gotta do this quick. So I don't do this quick.
You know what to do, spiders? Systems restored.
Oh, great, they won. Dang. Dang! That stinks. Rance! Don't trust them Rumble gamers. Hey, what's going on, Rance? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it! I trust the Rumble gamers. Rumble gamers are awesome. Goated. My favorites. Yeah, I actually I don't even watch gamers on other platforms. Like it's only Rumble. I'm a Rumble stan. I'm a Rumble elitist.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
So I might start playing a few of these games just for fun. It sure does take the edge off, keeps our minds busy in a good, healthy way. Yeah! Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, cool.
What I do may seem dangerous, but I've never felt safer.
Yeah, dude,
than
definitely
around
do
Spider.
that. We still got 2 rounds, so I think we can make it work. Hopefully we can stop this guy. Rivals is good. You know what game you should really check out? Like, I don't know what type of games you like, but check out Expedition 33. It's like it's an RPG game, but it's really fun. Probably one of the oh man, how did we fumble that?
You're up, little one. Time for some fireworks.
Oh, come on.
Spiders get the job done. These spiders are cute, but deadly systems restoring. I'm counting on you, friends. This is gonna hurt. My trap worked! Time for some fireworks.
Oh man, that sucks. Whoa. Woo. Believe me, you can't trust them. I know.
Time for some fireworks.
Maybe. I don't know. I like a lot of the people I met on Rumble. Everyone's been really good to me. Everybody has been just exceptional. Expedition 33, 9.7 out of 10. Yeah, I haven't beat it yet. I'm very close. I'm getting close. No, I walked right into it. Kill him.
Systems restoring. I'm counting on you, friends. Spiders get the job done. This is gonna hurt. You owe me one.
See, this is what I'm talking about, though. Rumble's goated, bro.
I know that sound.
Die. Just die. Oh my god, she just doesn't die. Wow.
This is gonna hurt. It's spider time! My trap worked!
Woo! Whoa. Dang.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Dang, dang, dang.
I needed that boost. My trap worked!
Woo! All right. Why you trusting what I say? Don't trust anybody.
Tony, we need you. Mine's in place.
Oh man. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to Scarlet Witch. And see if maybe I can do some damage with her. As an auditor, I'm not a gamer like he is, like these guys, but also don't trust in general. Verify. Yeah, I am almost to a fault trusting. Definitely to a fault trusting. You know, but once my trust is broken, it's like very, very hard to regain it. Alright, here. I'm gonna light up this stupid Iron Man. Ooh, I need heals. Come on. Where's my heals? Okay.
There's still a chance to stop them.
So me and my brother were playing, and he was playing boom. Oh man. I only got one person. Lame, 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 lame. Lame, lame. Alright, let's see if I can help pull in the W. We need more heals. I see the problem here is that we don't have enough people healing, so I'm going to switch over to good old Raccoon and try to win. That was my Tombi impression. Oh wait, let me do this. Boom. She messed that up.
Judge, jury, act now.
Judge, jury. Oh man. That was lame. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. Alright. I'm gonna be a big skeptic on this point, especially that Ryan appears too trustworthy. I am. I am too trustworthy. Oh, I just want to win one. I want to win one. I'll save my ulti for when it counts. Love the sound effects. Yeah, it is good. They did a really good job with this game, which I would feel embarrassed if I was whatchamacallit, freaking Overwatch, because they just totally made fools of the people that did Overwatch, Blizzards. Flyers are hard to deal with because I just forget they're there. I forget they're there. I forget all about them. But we're doing good. We're doing good. Way to go, chat, by the way, by just showing up. Appreciate you guys, all of you. Not yet. I will save it when they're trying to do a big push, and then we will do. How was your day, by the way, Bartovello? B-Money? Rance, if you're still in the chat. Oh, God. They lost. I think they lost. Usually I get a little overzealous. No! Don't kill Squirrel Girl! No! Oh, cool, they got her. Alright.
This is real firepower.
Boom. There we go. Pulled in the W. By the way, Expedition 33 like Final Fantasy. I used to play Final Fantasy back in the day. It's like Final Fantasy, but with more vision and more beautifully stunning and an incredible plot and just better in every way, in my opinion. It was just a really good game. Even I don't like RPGs. I'm not an RPG guy, but what they did with Expedition 33 was, I mean, incredible. The dynamics of the RPG are really engaging. So I 10 out of 10 recommend that game. I could not recommend it more. It was phenomenal. All right, I'm just gonna be.
The White Queen always gets what she wants.
It was really good.
At any cost.
And you know, it was like, I think it's gonna get Game of the Year. I really do. Oh, I joined a losing game. Fantastic.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
There we go.
Got it.
Silly little girl. You call yourself a queen.
Can we? Come on. I gotta say, Mr. Fantastic could take a ton of damage, man. He just can deal it. I need heals. I need heals. I need heals. Dang it. Day's been very good. Can't complain. Relaxing day with my wife. We went to a nice, healthy power walk in the woods. Oh, that's nice, dude. I went for a walk yesterday with the family. We went. There's this path not that far from our house. Or, well, I would say it was not that far from where we went. And we have a really beautiful walking path in our community too. I definitely miss like I used to live in the Catskills, and I really miss going on hikes there and walking through the woods over there. It's not the same down south. It just isn't. But we've had some really nice, beautiful days. Oh, that was good.
Only 60 seconds left.
That was a good play. Well done, Iron Man.
Emma Frost never surrenders.
Oh man, we're doing good. We got 9 people on Rumble turning up. What up? Appreciate you guys. For real. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh no. It's cool because if they get close enough, I can actually do a decent amount of damage with them. Oh, cool. Sick. Oh, I thought that was me getting revived. We gotta get on that point. Get on the point, get on the point. No. Alright, we're good. Oh, and my day was busy, man. Like, I wanted to do a more planned out stream because I like to do my, but I had no time. I had no time. Whoa. Ugh, we died. Lame. Lame. Alright. Let's try another one. How much time do I got? I got a little bit of time left. It's always like 10 times hotter in this room than every other room in my house. The debate that me and my wife are having right now is whether or not to am I gonna be forced into tanky again? I think I am.
The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
Yeah, the debate in my house right now is whether or not we're going to move my office upstairs. But I am kind of leaning toward doing that because it's freaking hot, yo. It's hot. Hold on a second.
I'm as flawless
30
as
seconds
they
before you
come
attack.
down.
Get ready.
The stakes have gotten a little bit bigger than the neighborhood, haven't they?
I'm thinking of the galactic neighborhood right now.
And the friendly part?
Oh, it's gonna take more than scrambled timelines to cloud my naturally sunny disposition.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
All right. Oh, cool. You know what we just got eligible for? An ad. So, oh no. Now, hopefully, I can do this ad without dying. All right. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free and simple to use. I'm gonna die. And the best way to stay connected to the content you want, once you've got it, search for my channel and hit follow. That way you'll get notifications every time we go live and no missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now using the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it to your phone and your phone. Oh man, I just lost. And you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available on all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be part of the action. Way to go. We did it. All right. I just cost my team the game, but we did it. We did it, guys. We did an ad. I'm terrible at that. I'm not multitasking, not my gift. It's hot downstairs, by the way, very hot. All right, let me go in and actually do some damage.
Extermination!
Okay. Let's see if we could push a little. Okay, we did it. Great ad, some enthusiasm. Yeah, if I was a little bit more focused, I would do that. But I learned my lesson. When ads become available for me to read, I gotta take advantage of them as early as possible. Dang. They came in clutch with that freaking healing. Ah, that was lame. Hopefully I get paid for that ad. We'll see. Yeah, I think the ad read requirement is still 5, so I gotta do 5 of these in 1 month, which isn't that bad. But I didn't expect it to get it so early on. Yeah, I did get my 5 ad reads last month. What sucked though is one of my ad reads ended up getting like rejected because I guess I didn't have the sizing right or something stupid.
Extermination!
Oh, you thought you got rid of me. Think again.
we got the point. Sweet, we got it. Finally. Woohoo! W stream, guys. You know what's cool? So it is nice actually having like people in my chat now regularly showing up. You know, for like a year I was streaming into the ether. So to actually get some support and some this growing some legs organically is really nice. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you, chat. You guys are the best. I'm unworthy. That Iron Man needs to be dealt with. He really needs to be dealt with. Mr. Rager is having a lot of issues with the sizing of his ads. Yeah, apparently you have to have it like full screen. So I did it the original way they had it, and then they ended up changing it. And then I ended up getting ads denied, but I ended up over the amount anyway, so I persevered in the end. Come on. Yeah, it definitely gave me some experience, but I do know what I'm probably gonna have to do is start pre-recording my ads, because I have no problem doing reads or anything like that, but when I'm doing like live gameplay, my multitasking abilities are not up to snuff. It's just plain and simple. Where is he?
Extermination!
Dang, man, we gotta get on that point. Dang. I'm blocking a ton of damage, but we're just not able to advance. But we got 4 DPS. I think we need more heals is the problem right now. Oh, nice. Pre-record would be so much easier. Yeah, I click the button, I let it run, do the ad for me, and then that's that, you know? Okay. Oh, great. Alright, at least I got one. I got one. We're good. We're good.
Maximum pulse!
Woo! Sorry, Iron Man. Try again later, buddy. Bucko. There we go. Woo! No, 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 no.
Extermination!
Woo! Whoa. Aw, oh, dang, man. It seems every time I go in that form, I don't end up making it. And I think that costs us a game. Dang. That sucked. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Why, Lord? Yeah, he did good. Look at all that damage blocked. 16k damage blocked. It wasn't enough though. Was watching Doc play Rivals a few months back, and good healers on your team make a huge... Yeah, Yeah, they absolutely 100% do. Not having a good healer is going to make or break your game, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Hey, sweet sunshine. Welcome to RCAM. Thank you for joining our chat. I appreciate you.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
How's your night going? Alright, I want to be Squirrel Girl. Hopefully I don't have to default to... Sweet, we're good. Got tanks, got healers. Now I can do some damage to Squirrel Girl. She's easy mode, man. Squirrel Girl is easy mode, and I just want to have an enjoyable game and not lose. What I need to start doing is actually picking up competitive play, because I have not done competitive play yet. And I think that'll be fun. Oh, this is one of the newer maps.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yeah, what I should have done is invited my brother to my game. He was playing, but I don't think he's still playing now. Because he's nasty as a healer. Again, he's like one of the top rockets in the world. He's very good. And he's like, I don't know what the top rank is in ranked battle, ranked matches, but he's really good. Alrighty, Rue. Let's see. Yeah, this one's new. Or relatively new. Yeah, I like her because I can hit people without really being seen. Just like that, see? And it makes playing remarkably easier. Although these flyers may force me to switch to whatchamacallit, Scarlet Witch, because she's one of the better ones in dealing with the flyers. Ooh. Look at that. Come on. Come on! Come on, somebody! Nice. I think you rated your brother the other day. Didn't know he was a Marvel Rivals healer. Yeah. Ready, but not ready to go to bed. I'm not ready to go to bed either. Although I was ready when I got home, man. I napped hard. It's kind of nice because my kids are now at this age where I can actually nap and not have to worry about anybody dying. Oh, man, so close. Yeah, I rated him the other day. I gotta get him to fix his chat so he can actually engage with people when they get into his games. Because if you're watching him strictly for gameplay, he's a really good game. He's like he's really nasty at games, but for commentary, he's got to level up. But I love him, so I want to send him some support.
Extermination!
Okay, I guess we go for B.
God of Thunder!
Oh, dang. That sinks. If I go to bed, then tomorrow will be here quicker than I would like. I feel you. But you want to know what? For me, I'm okay, you know, with tomorrow coming, because then we're like closer to the weekend. Hump day. Hump day! Hump day is almost here. So I'm excited. It is tomorrow. Yeah, today was a short week too, because I got the holiday off. These volleyers suck. I'm gonna have to do something about it. Come on. No. I just want to kill this stupid. There we go. Finally. There we go. Finally dealt with them. Look at me carrying our team right now. Sick. Sunshine, weekend goes by too quick. Yes, we did have a nice 3-day weekend though. I got the weekend off. Got out of work early today. I'll probably get out of work early Friday too. So there's some perks. Sick. We're doing good. We're doing very nice. Very nice. Man. Gotta say, I was not expecting to do this good. What are we? 11-2 right now? I think having kids seems like time flies. You know what? When you do have kids, don't sleep on the weekend either, so it doesn't end quickly either. When you have kids, time does go by a lot faster for some reason. It goes by way faster. That's just one of those things, man. I can't quite put my finger on why, but it does. Yeah, like I can't believe like my youngest is about to be 7, which is wild to me. But the beautiful thing is I have 2 kids, another on the way, so that's cool. Because, you know, at least I'll get to relive some of those moments with, you know, my younger daughter and then my, the new baby when he gets here. And we are destroying them. I deserve MVP, but I didn't get it. That was sick. We did really good. Okay, maybe Namor did deserve MVP. Look at that. He did nice. I did okay though. Not bad at all. I'll say one of my better matches of the night. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick with him another round. Yep, Rance and I have a soon-to-be 9-year-old and 7-year-old. Right on. That's cool. Fun ages. We just put our daughter in soccer, and that she's having the time of her life with that. She really loves playing soccer. She really. I knew she would, but she's pretty good at it too. For never having played, she kind of picked it up naturally. So that's cool. And me as a kid, I didn't really do sports as a kid, so you know, my daughter actually doing them is kind of exciting. So I definitely see myself, you know, being that soccer dad, showing up to all the games. Yeah, the team I had was actually really good. So, you know, amazing when you actually have people taking their roles seriously, and it makes such a huge difference in the actual game itself. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
His nanny. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You're a famous pop star, right? That is so cool.
Sweet.
감사합니다. When this is over, maybe you could add me to your playlist.
Well, I'm really more of a classic.
Definitely put him in it. I think he'd like it. He'd have a lot of fun. And it's just another way to get their energy at. But you want to talk about time flying? The day she has soccer practice, it's like a marathon day. I get home from work, I like come home, eat, and then like an hour later we're out the door for soccer practice. We come home, shower, and it's like, it's insane. It is insane. Oh, how did I die right there on point? So stupid. Okay, looks like we're pushing. There we go. Woo! Alright, we freaking finally pushed.
The moon haunts you.
Alright. No, it's no stopping. It is a marathon. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Woo! No. Ah. I thought I'd be able to get away. I was not able to get away. Alright, we're about to do another ad read here. So let's just get her done. Alright, quick pause, or kind of, to tell you about Pickaxe, the creator and user-first platform built for people and not algorithms. You know what big tech is up to? Data mining, bot-driven feeds, black box, AI deciding who sees your work instead, Pickaxe hands you an algorithm-free chronological feed with native Rumble playback, auto-publishing for your live streams, and full monetization and control. Your voice, your rules, best of all, the web version is live right now, and their iOS and Android apps drop next month. On Pickaxe, your Rumble videos play seamlessly right in your feed as if they were built into the platform. No embeds, no workarounds, just smooth native playback. Even better, in beta, now creators can connect their Rumble channels to their Pickaxe to automatically post live streams and videos so your followers never miss a moment. You can also write full articles directly on Pickaxe today, and later this year you'll be able to blast them out as an email newsletter with one click and build your audience. Build your own email list for direct audience. Monetize your terms through paywalls, revenue sharing, or affiliate ads that auto insert promo code and tracking links. And because bots shouldn't steal your spotlight, Pickaxe hands you a free blue check so everyone knows it's really you. Pickaxe is building tech that builds up humanity, algorithm-free, noise-free, human-first. Head to pickaxe.com, sign up, and take your platform to the next level. Real voices deserve a real home. Wow, that ad was a mouthful. I can definitely not do those while playing games. Oh my god. But yeah, if you aren't signed up for Pickaxe, actually, I have a referral link, I think, in the description. This team is gonna win despite me not being on my A game for that. Oh my god, that was horrible. Yeah, I need to do. I will be somebody that benefits from doing the pre-recorded videos for sure. Oh, I see Sweet Sunshine wants to put your kids in martial arts. Oh, dang. Sweet. Alright, we're back. We're back. Woo. Oh man, I just wasted that. I just wasted that. That was dumb. Woo.
A gift from Khonshu. The squirrels are going to...
Sorry, calamari.
I feel like my wife turned up the air because it just got so hot in here for no reason. It's freaking hot. I'm melting. I'm melting. There we go. Woo! All right, we're good. There we go. Idiots. Idiots! We did good. Sick. No. See what happens when I'm grounded? I play that. See what happens when I'm not reading ads? Whoa. Oh, they decided to have Squirrel Girl out of their own, huh? Well, guess what? I'm back. Oh, how did I die? Dang. This is a fight, yo. This is a straight up fight. This is crazy. Alright. Ah. Couldn't get away from him. Raid? Oh, hey! Resident of Kanto! What's going on, bro? Thank you for the raid, my guy. Resident of Kanto, guys, he is my best friend in the whole world. He's awesome. And if you aren't following him, you should. Now I gotta win this for you. I gotta win this for you, broski. Sweet. No. Man. I gotta win. Oh, cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait until everyone's back. Ooh. No. let's go. Yeah, we can push it now, and I'll use my ulti, and we should be good. There we go. Just as planned. Freaking perfect. Push it, push it, push it. Woo. Come on. Yes! That was for you, Ost. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, boy. That was nice. That was nice. What a W. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. I think that's a positive note to end the night on. I gotta log 2, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired. So let's raid out somebody. Let's see who's on my Rumble raid list. Let's see. Here. Cancel this podcast. You know what? We'll do Gamer's Error, because I like Gamer Grill, and I know that's her husband. So cool guy. I've never rated him, so we'll show him some love. Let's see. Oh no, never mind. I think he is private right now. You know what we'll do? We'll do Miss Ma'am. Let's see who's still on. Oh wait, okay. Is it private? No, he's here. I can rate him. All right, sweet. That's what we're gonna do. All right, /raid. Boom. I think we're doing it. Cool. Raid train is going. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope all of you have a blessed night, and thank you for tuning in and watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 9. Deuces.
It's